Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is something that I, personally, myself, all by myself, with nobody giving me outside influence at all, decided to do. It is a playthrough of Call of Cthulhu, The Dark Corners of the Earth. Something that I've been meaning to do for a while, along with System Shock 2 and a few other things, but as you probably have noticed, if any of you have been following me whatsoever, I lost interest in Minecraft. So, I'm doing things that aren't I think I screwed that up. Anyway, I'm going to be playing Call of Cthulhu now. So, here we go. Arkham Asylum, 16th of February, 19th.
At my end, I can fully see. My last case opened in me a new fear, a real fear, a fear of myself, of what I am, and of what I've always been. All that I was is now lost. Hope, purpose, pleasure, all meaningless. I now walk in the shadows between worlds, and it is there I have finally glimpsed upon what lives in the dark corners of the earth.
This game is really gritty. Look, this guy. He looks fucking nuts.
I like the way you smile at me, baby.
What are all these people doing out of their cells? Pardon. Loading. Okay. I might need those. 6.5 years ago. That's a long time. It's not a foreboding house at all.
Robert, this had better be good. What's the beef?
Sorry, Jack. We had to call. This fellow will only talk to you. Name's Victor Holt.
Don't know any Victor.
He's the leader of this weird cult that moved in here a few months back. Got about 20 followers. They've been causing trouble all over town. Stealing, going through folks' trash, hanging around outside people's homes at all hours. No one ever presses charges, though. They're a screwy bunch. They've got the locals scared. So tonight, we were just passing, doing the normal rounds, when we heard gunshots fired from their property.
Gunshots? Hang on there. No one said anything about gunshots. Who have we got out here?
Just me, Nichols, and a few new recruits.
Well, that's just great. Lead the way, Robert. I better check out this crazy gang of yours.
Oh, we're playing now. Ooh. I guess that there's no resolution option.
Something must be wrong.
Evening, Jack.
Cutscene.
Glad you could join the freak show.
How's it looking, Henry?
I don't like this one bit, Jack. Check the alley on the right. Victor Holt's over there in the shadows. He's waiting for you.
Can we trust him?
Nope, but we've got you covered. You better take it slowly, though. They're a bit twitchy.
Try to stay.
Is okay.
As I continue to translate the narcotic fragments, I become more and more eager to contact my Yithian masters. These beings truly are gods to us. Their intellect and knowledge surpasses ours in ways impossible to comprehend. I know now just how insignificant mankind is in the universe, a doomed and simple species thrown up as a side effect of an experiment by the elder things. It is a blessing that such flawed creatures as ourselves have such a short and limited future.
Well then. Oh, first journal item. I need to change the controls. Key configurations. Action. We'll do that. And backwards will be S. No, that's pretty much all I needed. We're good.
It's locked. That symbol's strange. Looks almost like a flaming eye. I should take a closer look.
A flaming eye. It looks more like a penis inside of a circle. Ah, it's the same thing.
Die, you pathetic bastards!
An old grandfather clock. A strangely bare hat stand. It's locked. The front door has been barricaded with tables and chairs. The wood in those shelves looks rotten. It figures they'd collapse. It won't open. It won't budge. He seemed to recognize me. Empty ammo boxes and spent an old wardrobe. His body is covered in tattoos, and they were carved into his flesh with something sharp. Poisoning by the looks of it. I can't open it.
What do you have here? Just a bunch of dead people? Oh no.
He's dead.
My sanity
They're
is
all
going
dead.
down.
Don't shoot. I'm unarmed.
Ah, we've been expecting you, Mr. Wild.
Oh, that's cool.
Damn. He recognized me. And it sounded like a key. This should help downstairs.
You picked up an inventory item. I think I just got blood splattered on my face. Does it open
It's
this?
locked. It's the wrong key. It's unlocked.
Oh, that's what it was for. Okie dokie. What to see here?
Another key. I don't understand. I mean, all of these photos. All of them. There must be some kind of mistake. Why would they want me here? It must be an old case. Something I've forgotten. Some screwball with a grudge, maybe. Think. I gotta think. It's an old stove.
There's rats in here.
It's unlocked. For nutcases, they seem quite literate. It looks like an eye, but the rest of the painting has no real shape. It appears to be a private study area. The drawer holds an ancient manuscript. The symbols on the front seem to be written in classical Greek. There are definitely some strange sounds coming from this side of the room. Shit, that did not sound good. Well, that's just swell. He's dead. The beam must have fallen and crushed his skull. Dead bodies, and plenty of them. Something dreadful has been going on down here. I've never seen equipment like this before. The contraption above seems to be controlling his breathing. Looks like his stomach. His beating heart. Looks like his brain. Ah! It's too hot to pick up. Looks like his kidneys. They're moving around in all that liquid. Oh, shit! The crystal's still warm.
Oh, isn't that lovely?
This tunnel feels like it's gonna collapse at any moment.
Isn't that just absolutely lovely?
It's too hot to touch. I think it's being used as a power source for the machine.
I know I've been saying a lot, but it's so engaging.
It's a similar shape to the slot upstairs. It looks like something's been removed from it. It's too hot to touch. I think it's being used as a power source for the machine.
Well, let's see what happens. Well, that was interesting. If you want to read that, you'll probably have to pause it.
It's been more than 6 years since I entered that strange house in Boston.
It's 10 days before he tries to kill
But to
himself.
me, it was just 5 months ago. Amnesia, the doctors called it. Probably brought on by acute mental stress. I remember investigating the far side of the library. There was screaming. According to the police report, they had searched the house for hours, only to find me later collapsed on the floor. When my eyes opened and I spoke, my colleagues recoiled in fear. There was something unnatural in my voice and blank gaze. They committed me to Arkham Asylum, where I was diagnosed with severe schizophrenia. As it became clear that I presented no danger to either myself or others, I was released from the asylum's care. I have learned little of my activities in the 6 years that followed. The accounts I've been able to piece together show much of my time was spent in travel and study. I maintained a fanatical infatuation with the occult, delving deep into volumes concerning witch cults and dark legends, often in languages unfamiliar to my own. When I reawakened 5 months ago, exactly 6 years after entering that house in Boston, no trace was left of what had been a secondary personality. I was myself again, or at least what I believed myself to be. Return to normal life has been a painful process. In recent days, my dreams have been plagued by cosmic landscapes, and I've become fearful of my own reflection. I'm beginning to remember things from that day, more than 6 years past, that I've told no one else.
Jack Walters.
Hello, Mr. Walters. My name's Arthur Anderson. I need your help finding a missing person.
I don't take that kind of job.
Did you get my package?
Hold on.
What an asshole. Oh, okay. I was like, he's not even gonna look for it. What a dick.
What exactly do you want from me, Mr. Anderson?
It's one of my store managers, you see. Brian's his name. Brian Burnham. Nice lad. He disappeared recently from the First National grocery store in Innsmouth.
Innsmouth? Never heard of it.
It's a small fishing town on the coast, not far from Arkham. I'd like to see you in person before you leave.
Hold on there a minute. I didn't agree to take this what the hell? I'll be here all day anyway.
Ooh. February 6th, 1922. Night. I have a new client, Mr. Arthur Anderson, the regional manager of the First National grocery store chain. It appears that the First National grocery in Innsmouth was recently burglarized and its manager, one Brian Burnham, is missing. From what I've been able to gather, Burnham is something of a young rogue. A friend of the family, Mr. Anderson, gave him the job as a favor. Oh, click. Burnham is looking like the prime suspect for the robbery, but there are a few things that don't add up. Not to Anderson, and not to me. For instance, why would Burnham force an entry into the store when he had a full set of keys, free access to the cash register, and the combination to the back office safe to misdirect any investigation? If that was his plan, why did he disappear? Following my conversation with Mr. Anderson, I found out what I could about the ancient town of Innsmouth. For generations, the crumbling seaport and its people have been shunned by neighboring communities. Outsiders are unwelcome there, and there are superstitious tales of a strange element in the town's oldest families. They are of mixed bloods, so the stories go, whatever that's supposed to mean. The usual Hicktown prejudice, no doubt. After making a brief visit to Innsmouth, my client came away distrustful of the local authorities. He isn't buying their line that Burnham robbed the place and he wants to know what happened to him. Only one bus goes to Innsmouth, and tomorrow afternoon I'll be on it. It feels good to have a purpose after 5 months trying to break through my amnesia. I also feel a little apprehensive. Maybe it's the wild stories about the town, or maybe it's just because I haven't had a case in so long. Loading. A visit to the old town. I probably don't have time to read that, so if you want to read it, just pause.
Driver, how far to the stop?
It's almost there. I'll drop you at the town square of Innsmouth.
Why lock the gates?
Keeps out wanderers looking for work. You don't want those folks like that interfering with our affairs.
Is the bus from Arkham always this empty?
Aye, and we prefers it that way. Not many come to Innsmouth.
But what about trade? Surely the port needs business.
Innsmouth has the means to look after her own. This is it, stranger. End of the line.
I think everything about this town and this bus just screams creepy.
Could you direct me to the First National Grocery Store? I hear they have a shop in town.
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, well, you see, I'm looking for a young lad called Brian Burnham. I'm a friend of the family. He worked in the store.
Don't know who you're talking about, fella.
Everybody around here is shady.
Chit-chatting to him's gonna get me no place fast.
Well, I think I'm gonna cut it here. Alright, I'm gonna cut it here, yeah. Next time, the investigation begins.